Recording on. Okay. I'm Molly Nesham, and I'm here live with Andrew Mueller at Chai-coffsky in St. Charles. And we're going to be tasting some of the teas of Africa from PersnickeTea. And the first tea we have is actually a purple tea, which comes from Kenya, which is just north of Tanzania, even though it doesn't say that on the map. It must
It's
be an old map.
Yeah.
So this is the purple tea, which you have in your tasting kit. Come on, computer, where is it? Can you see it, computer? See? I must have it on mirror image or something. Okay, that's the purple tea. Okay, now I'm not in focus. It's okay. It's a live thing. It's all right. Anyway, so this is purple tea, and we have warmed up our vessels, which you can't really see, can you? I'm going to pause a second. All right. We raised up our stand here a little bit. So we're going to do purple tea, and we have our tasting vessels are warmed up with some hot water. So we're going to empty those right now. Oops. Yeah.
Oh, and the thumb.
I'm gonna just do yours too. I just want to heat up my cup a little bit too. Yeah. All right. Okay. And this is purple tea from Kenya. I showed that on the map. And it's kind of like a green tea, but the leaves are purple. And so we're going to add about 3 grams of the leaves that you can see, and maybe a little less. I don't know. I like it pretty strong.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do yours?
Sure.
So, there you go. All right. And now we're going to need some hot water. I put my purple tea in a heart because my uncle, he got a purple heart, and so that's how I take care of my tea. Okay.
All right.
And this is 180-degree water, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to cover the leaves completely. Okay. All right. And it's a good thing I have this tray because I tend to spill things a lot. All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then we put the cover on our little vessel. And now comes the waiting. Want to kind of look at your leaves and make sure they're covered and soaking up well. If you had a gaiwan, you would probably take the lid and swirl it around to make sure the water gets to all the leaves. Okay. And this is the hardest part. Like, we're going to talk about Kenya and what happened in Kenya was they decided they were going to grow tea to help out the farmers. So they brought in some plants from China, and they gave them to the different farmers and to try to establish tea plantations or tea farms. And but the plants came up and the leaves were purple. And some of the farmers didn't want to wait for the plants to fully take root and develop. And they harvested too soon and the tea was not very good. But the people that hung in there and had patience to wait for the plants to grow, they succeeded, and now we have purple tea. And you can only get it, and it grows that way in Kenya. And I'd have to ask someone else. It has added benefits. Like, we all know that green tea is really healthy for you because it has antioxidants. Well, purple tea has something else in it, and I can't think of the name of it, but I will ask her on a phone call today. I'm gonna call up and find out. Okay, so enough of me talking. Let's make some tea, right? And the leaves look very nicely soaked. I'm gonna just test it a little bit. I'm just gonna put a little bit in the bowl to see. And what you can also do is you can take the lid and see what get the scent of the leaves by doing this. You breathe into the lid instead of over the leaves because, I don't know, there's always risk of somebody falling in there that shouldn't. Okay, better to go. Yes. My friend who has a store, she has big jars of tea, loose leaf tea, and there's a sign that says, smell the lid. Don't put your head over the jar of tea. You'll smell, most of the smell stays in the top of it anyway, because it rises. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna taste this a little bit and see if it's done. Oh, that's perfect. The rest of it's gonna be overdone. Oh, I got a bonus. So what does yours look like? Did you get a leaf? Yeah.
Good luck, right?
Yeah, it's good luck. And so you'll notice the color of the tea. What would you say about the color?
It's a lot lighter than most tea, but it definitely has a purple hue.
Purple tint to it. Oh. Hey, we're back.
Not quite red, but definitely a purple hue.
Purple. Did you taste it?
A little bit, yeah.
And you slurped it. That's absolutely the best way to do it.
Well, I'm a master of coffee. I should know how to slurp a good cup.
Yeah. So what do you think of purple tea?
It's good. It's very light, aromatic, fresh.
Mm-hmm.
It is, I like that it's similar to green tea, but it's not so vegetative like some green teas are.
Right. Like, so. So that's purple tea.
Yeah.
Okay. And I just want to do a commercial here for this purple chocolate from Just Tea. And it comes from Kenya, and the tin comes with this cute little spoon. And we're gonna just make up a cup of it right here. Some purple chocolate. It smells really good. And we'll get some water. I mean, there's other flavors of purple tea. You can also get a jasmine purple, or there's one that I like. It's called lychee, like lychee fruit. Lychee fruit. Okay, I'm gonna put the lids on. And ours might have a little extra flavor in them because we did play with our purple tea and put some bergamot in it just for fun.
So do you know what gives the plant purple color to it? The leaves?
It's got cyano in it. And
Okay.
I'll have to look up and find
Sure.
out.
Does it come from like the earth and the ground there?
I think
Or
it
is
has to
it-
do with the kind of soil where it's grown.
Yeah.
And it's unique to that terroir. I use a fancy word. Okay. All right. How are we doing? Green teas don't take as long to steep as the black teas or the Rooibos, which we'll do next. So while we're letting that steep, we're going to get our Rooibos ready. And because Rooibos is such a tiny leaf, I brought, and your tasting kit has one of these sachets, or they're like tea bags or filters with a string on them. You can call them whatever you want. And this is the Rooibos that I brought. And that is the correct pronunciation, I believe. Rooibos. There she is. And it's a red color. It means red bush because the bush looks red. Very profound. But I didn't bring a spoon.
I'll keep going.
Pause. Okay, so our purple chocolate is ready to decant. And so you pour it through the little hole into the bowl. I got lots of pieces in this one. Oh, I'm terrible at this. Okay. Or very lucky, I guess. Maybe.
Yeah. That's it.
It smells like fresh chocolate. It's like
Yeah.
totally chocolate. Dark chocolate, the really good fresh chocolate.
Fresh. Yeah.
All right. Cheers. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I really like that. The chocolate just smooth it out and like, although I like chocolate, I guess.
Yeah. It's like the flavor profile of chocolate without the heaviness of it.
Yeah, without there's no sugar in there.
Right. That's amazing.
So it's just the good part.
Yeah.
I might have to order more of that. And welcome back. And now we're going to try and make some Rooibos, which means red bush. It's from South Africa on the map. Can you see? In the village of, or the town of Cedarburg, there's a mountain range, and it's the only place in the whole world where they grow Rooibos, and some distance away, but not too far, is where they grow honeybush, and it's because it's not Cedarburg. So honeybush is a little different than the Rooibos, but we're going to try the Rooibos today. And there's inside your tasting kit, there's two kinds of Rooibos. There's green Rooibos, which hasn't been roasted. So we're going to do, we're not going to do that one right now, but we're going to look at it and smell the leaves. So that we'll do that one probably next. But anyway, not today. Then I took the red Rooibos and we put it in the filters that come in your kit. Put in 1 teaspoon. And the reason I did this is because the leaves are really tiny, and if you make it in your tasting pot, then the leaves just like to get stuck in the filter or in your tea. So we're going to put it in this teapot, which I've been warming it up. And I'm going to do that. So this is a 2-cup teapot. So we're putting in 2 bags. And I'll hang on to the string. And Andrew can fill it up. And this is boiling water because Rooibos can handle it. So it actually will make the flavor come out faster. And we don't have to wait here too long. So okay, I'm going to put the lid on. And Rooibos takes a while to steep. And so you can set a timer for like 5 minutes, but I'm not going to sit here and talk for 5 minutes. I'll play a video or something to fill in this 5 minutes. So, Cedarburg Mountains are on the west coast, near the west coast. It's not on this map. This is a very old map. But it's on the Cape Town side. All right, I'm going to pause. And all right, so the longest 5 minutes that we could imagine. So, I think I did Earl Grey in this pot last time. It has a little bit of Earl Grey scent in it to me. So there's our soggy tea bags, and I'm going to put them in a tasting cup because this is the International Virtual Tea Festival. All right, here we go. Now that is a red tea. Mm-hmm. Definitely red. All right. Oh. All right, camera. It's there. Don't spill. Okay. All right. All right. And this is Rooibos. This is plain Rooibos from South Africa in the Cedarburg region. What do you think? Kind of plain.
Yeah, a little plain. Something about Rooibos that I like is it's kind of a little bit sweet tasting. I think like the aroma, it's a little bit sweet to me.
Yeah, I see that. I can tell that. It's very smooth, very calming, very calming. And it has, it has a high mineral content, so it's good for you. I think the Bushmen might have used it for medicinal purposes. Yeah, I like it. It is on the sweet side, and a lot of people put flavorings in it. They put vanilla, they put apricots, and in my tasting kit, I have an apricot honeybush, or we could even put some of our bergamot into it if I wanted to do an experiment, which I love to do experiment. I guess since I was a little girl, I've always liked playing with my food. So I'm gonna just put a little bit of my bergamot. This is ground bergamot that I use for the Earl Grey tasting class that's coming up. And I just opened this easier before. Oh, I got it upside down. Okay, and I'm just adding a little bit of bergamot. A little bit more.
Yeah.
Do you want some?
Sure.
Part of this feels like I'm a drug dealer. You want that capsule too? You should see me in my little scale and my white coat. I feel like, what was his name? Mr. West? No, Breaking Bad.
Oh, yeah.
I can't think of his name though. The professor guy.
Yeah. I love bergamot. I think it's great.
Yes. This is awesome. Could you turn this into a London fog without caffeine?
Sure.
How would you do that?
Rooibos. Well, I would probably add a little bit of vanilla,
Okay.
just a tiny bit. But you could do it without any sweetener. Just do, some vanilla extract, or I don't know, even, because I feel like it's already kind of sweet. But
Yeah, you don't want to make it too sweet because then it's like too much sugar.
Yeah, I feel like the bergamot adds just a tiny bit of like a citrusy note, but not in the acidic way. Just kind of like, I don't know,
A flavor.
Yeah.
Just flavor, and it's natural, and it's yeah. I really like this. I probably have to sell this kind.
Yeah.
And I put a lot of bergamot in mine. So that last drink was really tart. So thank you much for joining us here at Course Coffee in St. Charles. And do you want to say any more about
Sure.
Course Coffee?
Yeah, here at Course Coffee, we roast our own beans, and so we offer quite a few different single origin, as well as some amazing tea from Molly at PersnickeTea. And if you're ever in the area, come visit us at North 2nd Street in St. Charles, Missouri. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Thanks.
Have a good day.